Hi! As you know, vitamin D is so important hormone for our body. Today we will talk about the formation of vitamin D, its barriers and its sources. Vitamin D promotes the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which are essential for bone health. It also plays a key role in immune function and reduces the risk of chronic diseases like cancer and diabetes. How is vitamin D formed? Among the rays that reach the Earth from the Sun, there are UV ray waves. Our skin requires UVB waves of sunlight for the formation of vitamin D. The UVB rays from the sun reach our skin and convert cholesterol molecules under our skin into cholecalciferol molecules. This molecule is called vitamin D3. Ready-made vitamin D3 preparations are also in this form. That is, by taking vitamin D3 as medication, we skip the step of converting cholesterol molecules to cholecalciferol, vitamin D3, molecules with the help of UVB rays from the sun. However, cholecalciferol, vitamin D3, is not the final form of vitamin D that will function in our body. It goes to the liver through the bloodstream to become 25-O-cholecalciferol by adding O-hydroxyl group. This molecule then goes to the kidney through the bloodstream. One more hydroxyl group is attached here, and 1,25-O-cholecalciferol, active vitamin D3, is formed. Since vitamin D forms are fat-based, they can easily pass through our body membranes. After being activated by the addition of hydroxyl ions with the cofactors of magnesium ions in the liver and kidney, they reach the DNA in the nuclei of our cells through our blood and body fluid. They bind to many genes in the DNA. Important functions are performed in our body through the proteins produced by these genes. For example, our body's defense system works more effectively by producing some protein molecules of our defense system. Barriers to vitamin D formation. In order for vitamin D to be formed in our skin, we need to be directly exposed to sunlight. 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight per day is sufficient for our vitamin D needs, and this amount of time does not harm our skin. There are some important factors that can hinder the formation of vitamin D. Firstly, tanning behind glass windows can prevent vitamin D synthesis, as the UVB rays are not able to pass through the glass. Therefore, when we sunbathe for vitamin D synthesis, there should not be any glass between us and the sun. Secondly, creams that we apply to our skin can largely prevent these rays from reaching our skin, hindering the synthesis of vitamin D. Thirdly, air pollution and cloudy weather can also prevent the UV rays from reaching our skin adequately. Fourthly, as skin color darkens, the melanin pigments in our skin also make it difficult for UVB rays to meet with cholesterol molecules. Therefore, those with darker skin need to be exposed to sunlight for a slightly longer period than those with lighter skin. Fifthly, we must have sufficient magnesium levels, as magnesium is required as a cofactor for the enzymes involved in the synthesis of active vitamin D, 1,25-hydroxycholecalciferol. Sixthly, there should be no problem with the enzymes involved in vitamin D synthesis due to genetic or epigenetic factors. Sources of vitamin D. Our primary source of vitamin D is the cholesterol molecules in the lower layers of our skin tissue and under the skin. as I mentioned, it requires UVB radiation. The second source is taking vitamin D through ready-made supplements. The main obstacle to having adequate levels of vitamin D is insufficient exposure to sunlight and living in environments without exposure to sun. The shortening of days and cloudier weather during the winter months exacerbate this issue. Fortunately, because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, it can be stored for 3 to 4 months. Thirdly, the most natural sources of vitamin D are fatty fish and wild mushrooms. It is reported that a daily intake of 1,000 to 2,000 U of vitamin D is quite safe. However, not everyone needs to take supplements. Who should take vitamin D supplements? Those with blood vitamin D levels below 50 nanograms/ml. Those who do not spend enough time outdoors in sunny and open spaces. High-risk groups. Those with limited diets. Crohn's disease. Celiac disease. Osteoporosis patients. Those with malabsorption, such as those who have undergone gastric bypass surgery. In conclusion, vitamin D is a very important hormone that changes the activity of many of our genes. Having sufficient blood vitamin D levels is necessary for healthy living. It is recommended that our vitamin D levels in the blood be between 60 to 100 nanograms/ml for a healthy life.